It is the FanDuel Breeders Cup Juvenile.
The 2-year-olds take center stage here at Del Mar.
The class that will compete in the Kentucky Derby, your Triple Crown horses.
We've got 2 megastars in the 2-year-old ranks facing off. Brant for Bob Baffert and Ted Noffey.
Todd Pletcher, 23% with winners last out entering Grade 1 stakes races, and this horse is exiting a Grade 1 win. He's undefeated.
You know, he handles everything very professionally. He's laid back. He handled the ship in like an older horse. So he's settled in well. He's been galloping nicely over the track. So he's showing us all the signs that we would hope for.
He's done everything right so far. So hopefully he can continue doing the same thing.
Ted Noffey in here, and we've seen him leave the pony now for a little bit of a more aggressive warm-up.
In a race like this where the break is so important going into the first turn, I just think he wants a nice, good warm-up.
Ted Noffey going in.
And I like the outside draw for him, and he's shown the ability to sit just off the pace.
His style for this race and this post is absolutely perfect.
They're in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and they go right out to the front together. Brant and Ted Noffey away 1-2.
Brant and Ted Noffey set the tone for this race.
Brant went to the lead. Johnny Velasquez was right off of him, just trying to get in a really nice stalking trip.
He's been good away from the gate. He's got good natural early speed. So just kind of let Johnny play it off the break and decide, you know, where he wants to be.
Around the far turn, Brant and Ted Noffey. They have been together throughout, and now their noses apart.
Johnny Velasquez just has him always in a great spot. It looked like he was kind of waiting a little bit, turning for home, still had next him, and then when the field came to him, he just has those gears where he knows exactly what he has to do in the end.
But you know you've got so much horse underneath you.
Ted Noffey there at the 16th pole. Brant is not done yet. He's coming back. Ted Noffey, Brant, Mystery Peas it at 2. Here's the wire. Ted Noffey did it.
Ted Noffey is the horse to watch for next year's Kentucky Derby. Ted Noffey takes the Breeders' Cup Juvenile.
Well, Christina said it perfectly. We look to this race as an indicator of who are going to be the top 3-year-olds the following year on the road to the Kentucky Derby. But you have this dichotomy of it was the smallest field we've ever had in the history of the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Juvenile. But in the end, the leader of the division delivered.
That's right. I mean, he's taken home the eclipse. It's unquestionable. I don't know if anybody's going to vote for anybody other than him.
I'm sure there will be.
They should not be voting. That was also put out there.
Yeah.
No one votes for anyone.
I don't know how you make
Noffey.
how it's anybody other than Ted Noffey, who's 4 for 4 in his 2-year-old season.
Well, that's why I don't vote, because there's about 180 people that shouldn't be voting for the Eclipse Awards. At any rate, he's going to take home the Eclipse. He's the best 2-year-old of this crop. Of course, we see the horse that develop a little later, maybe not as precocious. There's a horse out there that may have never started that's going to be one of the favorites for the Derby. There's going to be horses that make their debut in the second part of the year that are going to throw their name in the hat as well. Look, there's always that question with the horse who wins the Juvenile and is crowned champion 2-year-old. Are they the best of their generation or just the most precocious and they develop the quickest? So those will only be answered on the racetrack going forward. But I say he's a horse to get excited about.
Yes.
He has done everything right.
Yep.
He has taken every step forward. And, yeah, it may have been the smallest field we've ever seen. He handled him, though, didn't he? I mean, I don't think he could have won any more convincingly.
And I love this time of year, too, because we just ran the biggest race for 2-year-olds in the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Juvenile. This is the new wave of players now that we're looking at, as we're just a couple months away from all these horses turning age 3. Now they go their different directions. Ted Noffey, he's going to go to Florida for the winter with Todd Pletcher. Brant, AP again. They'll be out here in Southern California. Who knows who's going to show up at the fairgrounds in Louisiana? Who knows who's going to show up in Hot Springs for Arkansas? This is the new wave of players as we look to next year's Kentucky Derby.
I'm showing up at fairgrounds.
Yeah, I love me some Fairgrounds Kentucky Derby prep races, and FanDuel TV will be on the road to the Kentucky Derby, and you'll see Ted Noffey and all the rising stars. We got to see him a little over a week ago here at Del Mar.